What's up, guys? We're back once again. We're finally going to be looking over WandaVision, the season finale or the series finale, whichever one you guys prefer. But first off, if you guys have not seen the episode or any of the episodes, go check it out. Also, do not skip the first 3 episodes or 2 episodes because one, it is worth watching. So go check it out. Now, this entire season was crazy. Now, this latest episode was also very interesting because we got to see a lot of things come together. We got to see a lot of things that really made sense. There were some things that was concluded. There were some things that left opening for possible outcomes. So we're just going to go ahead and talk about it. Let me know what you guys think. So overall, this episode really kept you on the edge of your seat. It really made you. We finally got to see between Wanda and Agnes. Finally, we also got to see Wanda finally get to be in her actual Scarlet Witch uniform, which was absolutely amazing. Finally, it's been coming for so long that we've been able to finally see Scarlet Witch as what she should be in the comics, and then also at the same time we get to see Vision versus White Vision as well, which was cool because we do see where White Vision was programmed to kill Wanda, as well as I would say the illusion of this Vision, and it does get shown throughout the fight where Vision finally tells his other self pretty much where, hey, what exactly is this? We're basically both the same, and it finally does get realized that they are the same person, and he gives White Vision his memories, and then we also see where the military does come in after Wanda does, after fighting Agnes for so long. We see where her powers are opening up the rift, and she's waking everybody up, and they're taking their frustrations out on Wanda, basically saying, it's because of you, I don't remember anything, it's because of you that I can't even see my children. And this just keeps happening throughout the entirety of the episode, and then finally she's like, we're going to make it better, I'm trying to make you all at peace. And they're still blaming her, and then she puts them under almost like a chokehold with her spell, and then she realizes that she doesn't have full control of her power just yet. And when this happens, we do see where Vision comes back with the kids as well, and they basically start fighting together. And Wanda even now knows that, if she excludes the barrier that is having where Westview is, we do see where she will lose her family, and she knows that. And then as soon as Vision says, I'll take care of White Vision, and you see where Wanda takes care of Agnes because she basically tells them, I'll be right back, and then the kids are going to handle the military. Now, what's really crazy is that the SHIELD executor, or the SWORD executor, tries to even shoot the kids, and we see Monica Rambeau, she gets in the middle of it, and the bullets go right through her, so obviously her powers are getting stronger. She fights them, and they're like, wow, I like your power. She's like, I like yours too. And so they're able to handle the military. And right when the director's trying to leave, this is what was so cool, seeing, of course, Kat Dennings just return and lay what she was driving into his vehicle, and she just makes a joke like, ha ha ha, have fun in prison. So that was pretty cool. And then seeing how throughout the battle Agnes is antagonizing Wanda, and Wanda is pretty much just giving it her all. And then at the very close to the end of the episode, she gets her to where she was back when her powers first informed, back during during the Salem witch trials. And she's like, well, you can't do that, I'm in control here. And then she reverses it back on her, and she says, there's a difference between you and me. She says, this happened because of you, this did not happen because of me. And we do see where they start fighting, and it almost looks like Wanda's about ready to die. And then as soon as this happens, she just lets go, and she finally says, I'm not afraid of who I am. And she finally starts slowly becoming Scarlet Witch. But what's really cool about this is we do see where she uses ruins alongside the entire barrier, and she does the same thing that Agnes did to her, stating that, I guess you can't use no power. She says, you taught me. And once she does that, she takes away all the magic that she gave Agnes throughout the fight back into her. And that's when we see her become Scarlet Witch. Now, I did see a lot of Phoenix vibes from X-Men Phoenix. Now, this was just 10 times better, obviously, because of how much that movie sucked. But seeing that scene of Scarlet Witch technically being born And I ain't gonna lie, Elizabeth Olsen, seeing that she was smoking hot in this, but it was really great to see Scarlet Witch come to life in this series, not only growing as a person, growing as a character, and growing from her mistakes, knowing that she's lost not only her family but her brother, and now she's having to deal with everything on her own. And basically, at the very end of the episode, we do see where she tells Agnes, I'm gonna leave you where you basically chose your role. I'm gonna leave you as the annoying, nosy neighbor. And when she does, she gives her back that persona, and she basically tells her no one's going to bother you, no one's going to, basically she's going to be here on her own, and no one's ever going to bother her again. And when she does, she has no memory of who she is, and basically right before she does it, she says, well, what if you need me? She says, well, then I know where to find you, won't I? And as soon as that happens, we see where everything goes back to normal. She releases everybody, and she basically undoes her spell, and everything starts going to the way it's supposed to be in the small town. And she does say her goodbyes to her children. She does say goodbye to Vision. There is a very emotional scene between her and Vision, and that Vision does die, and it goes right back to the way we saw where right before she created everything. And she just puts her hoodie on and she starts walking in town. She apologizes to everyone, including Monica. She says, I don't think she's basically, Monica does tell her that they won't know the sacrifice she went through, and she says it doesn't matter because of what I did to them. So we do see where everyone is kind of staring at her, waiting for the cops to show up, waiting for, whether it be Shield or Sword to show up, and she basically tells her goodbye, Monica, and she says good luck, and she basically tells her that she's going to try to learn how to control her powers. And that's pretty much how it ends. Is we do see where Monica does let her go, and she goes off. And at the very end of like one of the mid credits, we do see where this agent basically comes and tells Monica that she needs to talk to somebody. She goes in and she reveals it's not really an agent, but one of the ones we saw in Captain Marvel. And she basically says that an old friend of your mother's wants to talk to you, and he's waiting for you. So obviously they're talking about Nick Fury, somewhere up in space or somewhere in the universe, I guess, to explain to him about the powers that she's gotten. Maybe we'll see Captain Marvel again to have her say, hey, Carol, I have powers now. Will you help me? Will you teach me? And then, of course, at the very end of the episode, like after the credits and the end credits, we do see where, Wanda is somewhere, more than likely, I'm guessing, Russia, somewhere very secluded, somewhere very open. Cabin out in the woods near the mountains, near the lake. Very beautiful scenery. And we see her where she's just having a cup of coffee out on her porch. She gets up, she goes into her home, and right when the steamer goes off for her tea or coffee or whatever she's having, you see her back in her Scarlet Witch outfit. She's, I guess, studying the book that Agnes basically showed her that she's in, the Book of the Damned, to basically show her that she was supposed to be the end of everything. And we do hear where somehow or other her sons are still calling out to her, and that is how the series or the season does end. So right now, there did leave a lot of things open where we don't know if her children are somehow still alive in another dimension or another universe that was ultimately created. Obviously, this is going to be a very big opening for the Doctor Strange multiverse movie, as well as also for White Vision now having Vision's memory. So we don't know if White Vision is going to become the newly 2.0 version of Vision. Never read the comics in that, so you guys may have to help me out a little bit with that. Also, we're going to have to figure out what's going to happen with Monica Rambeau as well. We're also going to have to figure out what's going to happen overall with all these characters that were shown in WandaVision. But overall, I did enjoy WandaVision. It was a very unique series. Some of the episodes, some of the moments was kind of boring. You just have to push through it, and then it gets better. That's the whole point of the series, is to basically push through and just basically see what is going on, because it does matter and it will go into the movies. So I do recommend you guys, if you guys do not like the black and white episodes, that's perfectly fine. Just watch them, because it does go through why is important for the rest of the series. But overall, I did enjoy it. Unfortunately, this was the last one. I did not know if they were going to have 10 episodes. They only have 9, so it doesn't take long. Some episodes are longer than others, probably about 15 minutes a piece if you exclude the credits as well as the mid-credits and the end-credit scenes. But overall, I got to give it to Paul Bentley as well as Elizabeth Olsen. Amazing actors, amazing performances. Seeing of course, just random things in here that was really a lot of throwback to the comics, to the movies, and that will go into the rest of the Marvel movies for Phase 4, I believe, as well as also for Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and just more stuff that has to do with the MCU. So overall, very enjoyable. Let me know what you guys thought about WandaVision season finale or series finale, as well as also the series as a whole. Let me know what you guys think. You guys new channel, see about subscribing. Leave down just below as normal. Leave a big fat like on the video. I'd greatly appreciate it. Also click the notification bell so you guys are notified every time I upload a video. Hope you guys are enjoying your week. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Hope you guys are enjoying the content. More reviews coming very soon, so stick out for that, and I'll see you guys as always on the next video.